How we doing there, spin community? Alan back again, and I have another spinner I'd like to review for you today. Now this is one that I picked up from Amazon, and I told myself I probably wouldn't be picking up any more Amazon spinners just because of some of the lumps they've kind of taken over the last 6 months or so for some of the low quality spinners they put out there. But this one's gotten quite a bit of love from the spin community, so I figured I would go ahead and give this one more shot with Amazon and see what we can come up with. And this is the Aesthetics Arrow, and as you can see there, nice little laser kind of etching on the side there, has the Aesthetics label. Probably not the greatest idea to do, but anyway, that is their branding, so they went ahead and put that on there. But yeah, it's actually a very, very nice spinner. I wasn't real thrilled with the bearing that came in it, so I threw an SBV2 bearing in it, and it just totally brought this spinner to life. So what I think I want to do right now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and take this thing down to the tabletop. Let's bust it down, take a look at it. I'll tell you the goods, the bads, and give you my final thoughts on it. So let's head on down there right now. All right, up close and personal time with the Arrow by Aesthetics. Let's get into this here real quick. I don't want this video to go running too long, but first off, you notice it does come in a nice black tin, which is kind of nice. Has the kind of the silhouetted picture of the spinner and Arrow by Aesthetics on there. Pretty nice. This is one of the nicer tins I guess I've seen of all the tins. Just so they make pretty nice packaging. Comes with a couple of cards inside. One of the cards is a warranty card, you see there, which is nice. Gives their contact information. If you have any issues with your spinner, you can definitely take it up with them. Maintenance of the bearing and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. Of course, there's plenty of resources out there on the forums and stuff, and the Facebook sites as far as taking care of your spinners. But that's nice that they throw that in there. So it does come with an extra R188 stainless steel bearing. And what I've done right away is I put an SBV2 bearing in this, and that's what I used for my spin time portion of the video there. So to be fair, this is not the bearing that came in it. Although when I put this bearing in, it did bring this spinner to life. Let's take a real good, we'll get this out of the way. Let's take a good quick look at it. You see it is very nicely machined. It has nice, it's kind of a matte stainless steel finish. You can kind of catch some of the machining marks in it. Would probably look really, really nice with a nice polish. So you see it does have a laser engraving of the Aesthetics logo on one side. I kind of wish they would have put it on both sides, but they did put it on one side there, and it does come with a nice set of buttons, although I wish they were a little bit larger. They are still nice buttons nonetheless. They did do a nice design on them by making kind of a two-layer step. It's you got the big drop here, and then you got that center circle there where it does drop down just a little bit more. So it makes gripping pretty good, pretty easy to grip. I don't have any problems holding on to it, and I'm not experiencing any kind of finger fatigue with it. Although it is a kind of a long spinner, longer than most of the bar spinners you're seeing now. Give it a spin on here real quick, and you can see that it is approaching about 2.5 inches, just a little bit shy of 2.5 inches. So if you have small hands, this is probably not going to be the spinner for you, because it is definitely got some length to it. Say in comparison to my torque bar clone, it's probably got a good, probably a good 1/4 inch on it. So a little bit longer, very nicely weighted though. You can see the spin effect there. The end of the arms do go straight, although they look like they're tapering when it's spinning. So it's kind of a neat little spin effect, but you can see that they are flat, and they do have nice kind of rounded ends. As you can see there, all the edges are nice and slightly chamfered, more rounded than chamfered, I guess I would say, but there are no hot spots on it, so it does have a nice worry stone kind of feel to it. Spins great. The buttons, like I said, a little bit smaller, but I'm going to throw some Zenduo Evo Kong buttons on this once I get done with the review, but I kind of wanted you to see what it looks like with its standard stock buttons. Very nice low profile. It is capable of doing a table spin, as you can see. And it just an overall very, very nice spinner. This is not something you would expect out of Amazon. So it is good to see a nice quality spinner out there on Amazon. Now let me get you a real quick weight on this thing. You'll see that it's not overly heavy and it's not super, super light either. So kind of a nice in-between kind of weight. I'm going to drop this down just a touch just so we can get a little bit better view of the scale there. You see it's 73.5 grams. So it is does have a little bit of beef to it, but not overly heavy, not like you're, you know, spinning a tungsten spinner or anything like that, but it is nice and weighty, feels really, really good. It has a little bit of that standard bar kind of judder to it, although it's not really crazy. It is very, very tolerable, actually. It's a nice feedback, actually. Even with this SBV2 bearing, it's kind of a smooth, gyroscopic kind of feedback to it. So that is very, very nice. I do like it. The buttons, like I said, I think are a little bit small. But I'll take them off here. I want you to see the retainer ring on this. It's very, very nicely done. Very kind of just fits very, very nice. And it just has a nice flow to it, this whole surface here. Same with the other side. Has a very, very nice flow to it. Looks like it's very, very quality done. So, you know you're definitely getting a quality piece there. I enjoy it. It spins great. I've had no issues with it. I've had it, I'm going to guess, a week and a half or so. And I've been, you know, I carry it with me to work and stuff. So I have gotten some use out of it. And so far, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Like I said, it is a Amazon spinner. And they've kind of taken their lumps from the community here in the last few months. And most people are not picking up their higher end spinners from Amazon anymore. But this one here might be one that would kind of change your mind a little bit. You might want to give this one a chance. I did. It's like I said, it's like $45. So it's not a totally outrageous price for it. It is a decent price. It is a very, very nice spinner, nicely machined, very, very comfortable. And really, that's all you can ask for. Is a nicely designed, smooth, comfortable spinner, and with the Arrow by Aesthetics, that's exactly what you're going to get. So what I think I want to do right now is I want to go ahead and I want to take this thing out to outside so I can put a little sunshine on it, although it might be a little bit overcast today, but that's okay. It should be good enough to get a decent warp video. So let's go ahead and head on out there. Let's get that quick warp video. We'll come back and I will give you my final thoughts on this Arrow spinner by Aesthetics. All right, welcome back. Final thoughts on the Aesthetics Arrow. Very nice spinner, very smooth, no hot spots, spins great. Buttons are a little bit small, but you can always throw on a bigger set of buttons, which makes it a little bit more comfortable. Price point, maybe a little bit high for what it is for being an Amazon spinner, but if you're looking at just for what it is as far as quality goes, I think it warrants the price, no problem there. 45 bucks or so. A nice price, you know, for, granted, it's not a $100 spinner, but it is a nice spinner. So that being said, what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below where you can go out and pick one of these up out at Amazon. I don't think you'd be disappointed with it. It's actually a really nice spinner. So once again, I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. It was nice. It's good to be back, getting ready to go on a little hiatus here for a week or so. So I will not be around, but I just definitely wanted to get these out before I went ahead and took off. So once again, go ahead and hit that like button down below. That is always appreciated. Up in the corner here, I'll have a a link for subscription if you want to hit that and come out and check out some of my other videos. I'll also leave a couple links over here for a couple of other videos I've recently done. And I do appreciate you hanging out today. So, I want you to do me one little favor. Keep calm. Spin on. I'm out.